Adam Cole going against the elite hunter, Frankie Kazarian, you're going to see here this little the SuperKliq between Adam Cole, the Bucks, versus Christian and Jurassic Express. That's a feud right there that absolutely works. And I really thought that, again, getting a vibe from the AEW audience before the show, Thunder in the thread that she had, and again, going back and looking through those comments, honored to be tagged in that post. But
thank you, Thunder.
Amazing. But going through those responses and trying to interact with fellow fans, you see pretty much the consensus was tonight in ring, Adam Cole versus Frankie Kazarian was the lead dog in what could be the show-stealing match of the night. And I think that these two guys absolutely delivered. It's not Bonds, think about the matches that we've seen Kaz deliver, over the course of our fandom of him, watching what he did all throughout those years of the six-sided ring, really a game changer. And if you're an Adam Cole fan, you know that him getting an opportunity against a guy like Kaz is going to put Cole in the best possible way. You can't, this is why the Adam Cole, I know that the DMD and and the elite and all those guys who are his friends and all that, they're all here, and that makes a lot of sense for him to be here. But when you look at the persona of Adam Cole, the in-ring style, the swagger that he brings, the mic work that this guy drops, story time with Adam Cole, folks. He just fits the AEW mold so much better than he fits the WWE. And that's, again, I want WWE to be successful. I love pro wrestling. There's a lot of great stuff that's happening over there, mostly on SmackDown. But AEW,
Raw was pretty good this week.
Big E, congratulations. Yeah, that's true, Raw. That is true. And that's good to see. Maybe this is an example of what we've talked about. Again, iron sharpens iron.
Yep.
AEW being that competition, as Cody has mentioned, for WWE, where they both push each other to get better. And this is a great example of two in-ring competitors who have traveled the world, who both, when they look back on their careers, both need to sit back and crack open a beer and really basically give themselves a little pat on the back, because these two guys, these are some of those guys when you're booking a show, you need to be able to count on at least one match to deliver for those nerds like me who love to watch great pro wrestling.
Yeah.
And this is that kind of match, right? This is and these guys absolutely opened up the show. I had to pinch myself. CM Punk was on commentary. Adam Cole and Frankie Kazarian are going toe to toe in the ring. It was like
a year ago. Would you think this is like an impossible scenario a year ago or 6 months ago? It's crazy.
I mean, literally, I at a loss for words. It's that. It's that kind of.
And the fact that this opened the show. This was such a brilliant opener. You get that crowd that post SmackDown, or you get those people that liked NXT that loved Adam Cole. They're like, man, you get this guy on here who people love him. People think he's the next Shawn Michaels. And you have him open that show against a veteran that everybody knows who Kaz is. He's been in Impact. He's been in WWE before. But people know Kaz, and he's a great wrestler. And he's
universally respected.
Yeah.
Universally respected.
And so you have these guys put on a great show, a great start to the show. They set the tone. I love when they have these great openers that set the tone, because then the whole rest of the show, this show is great, by the way. Basically from top to bottom. Great show.
Totally
from the promos to the matches, and this really set that bar early, and it stayed at that level, I would say, throughout most of the show. I mean, we obviously had a couple, poorly timed commercials and stuff, but I don't think there's any real down spot on the show tonight. And it started with these guys. I mean, Adam Cole goes out there, totally has the crowd on his side. They loved it. They ate it up
out of the palm of his hand, man.
Oh yeah, they were chanting his name anytime he did anything.
Fun.
Yeah.
Adam Cole, baby. It's
exactly.
So fun, dude.
And and you're right about him feeling like a better fit on AEW's roster. I mean, just with the guys that he's with, right? He's with the Elite or the SuperKliq now, which is awesome that they're back, part of Bullet Club. Like, this is an established thing. Like, these guys are back, and this is cool. I mean, this is opening up some forbidden doors potentially. Who knows? We've got a lot of stuff here that's a whole bunch of awesome stuff in pro wrestling right now, and this is one of them.
Absolutely.
But man, like, Adam Cole feels like a superstar. Absolutely feels like a superstar. He doesn't feel like another guy that's just kind of lost in the shuffle, who you just don't really have any confidence is going to end up being a main eventer because he's not one of the 3 or 4 handpicked guys. Like, this guy feels kind of like Malachi Black to me. This guy just has that aura about him where it's like, man, like, this dude he's already there. He just needs, whenever they decide to push him, it's going to work because the crowd's already on. The crowd's already with it. The crowd already wants that. And he's proven himself. I mean, he doesn't have to prove himself. He's been proving himself for however many years he's been in the business, probably 15 years now. You don't really need to prove yourself, but he proved that it works tonight. I think he proved that the crowd loves it. The crowd wants it. And he can go against a guy like Kaz. And if you can go against a guy like Kaz, I mean, you can go against most of this roster and have a great match. Because, I mean, most of the people on this roster is technical. Yeah.
And Kaz has a motor on him. And much like Malachi Black, Adam Cole's entrance is on point.
Perfect.
That theme song hits, man. Yeah. One of the top theme songs in AEW. Just all about that boom, baby. And it absolutely gets you off your feet. You know,
it's unique.
It kind of hits like the Stone Cold Glass Shatter, where you just want to jump out of your seat and cheer. Adam Cole definitely has a bright future ahead of him. And